Hello folks and welcome to this week's Hi-Fi News Etc. I hope you're well. Looking forward to the weekend. I certainly am. What do I have for you this time around? Well, it's a bit of a news heavy video. So I've got 6 relatively brief news items. If there's a theme for this particular video, leaning more towards the budget stuff, I would say, which I know some of you appreciate. So I've squeezed 1 or 2 budget items in this particular video. Also, there is a trivia question. And for this week's trivia question, we are staying in Germany. If you remember, we started a bit of a foreign language themed thing. Last week we did Germany. We're going to carry on with that. And a bit of an obscure one, but it kind of took my eye, so I'm going to squeeze it in. This one is a bit of a specialist question, so you're going to need to put your thinking cap on for this one. And the question is, a group called, and let's remember this is Germany, a group called Die Toten Hosen have been one of Germany's most popular acts since 1984. What does the name mean in English, both literally and metaphorically? One more time. Die Toten Hosen have been one of Germany's most popular acts since 1984. What does the name mean in English, both literally and metaphorically? Kind of a strange one, but as I say, it kind of took my eye, and when I give you the answer at the end of this video, you'll understand why. Anyway, until then, folks, Hi-Fi News. First up, Astle and Kern have a budget DAP, digital audio player. Now, times must be really hard if Astle and Kern is releasing a low-cost digital music player, hey? Called the Activio P1, and I think the Activio name is a sort of budget sub-brand for Astle and Kern. Well, as budget as you're going to get from Astle and Kern. The P1, I think, is either the first or the second release that they've done. It supports streaming anyway, while providing onboard music storage. Now, I've got a dollar price of $440, which is not exactly peanuts, I understand, but is really scraping the bottom of the barrel for A&K. Powered by Android, packed with streaming apps, and with a mobile phone-like size, the 4.1-inch HD touchscreen also sports textured interface buttons on the sides for controlling playback and volume while on the go. Dual band wireless streaming is provided, as is Bluetooth 5.3, and that supports LDAC and aptX HD codecs. This Roon-ready DAP includes an ESS ES9219Q Sabre DAC with a resolution up to 32 bits 384 kHz and DSD256 with Digital Audio Remaster, DAR, I think the company calls it, technology. And what is DAR? Well, it's there really to, as it were, enhance low-quality files. It's a sort of graphic equalizer thingy if you want to tweak your sound, and there is 64 gigs of internal storage, expandable up to 1.5 terabytes via a micro SD. There's a 20-hour battery life. That takes about an hour and a half, 90 minutes to reach maximum charge, while the connections include a single-ended 3.5mm socket and a Pentacon 4.4 balanced output. With all of these, I'll put links below. You can check them out for yourself. Next, we have a budget amplifier from Rotel, the A8 integrated amplifier. This amplifier features a slim 60mm chassis which houses a bespoke high-current toroidal transformer. Available in both black and silver finishes, it includes, I think it's 3 pairs of single-ended RCAs, a moving magnet phono stage, speaker binding posts of course, and a 6.35mm headphone jack. There's bass and treble tone controls, balance controls are there too. You also get an infrared remote control. This is a Class AB amplifier, features 30 watts into 8 ohms. You'll see a lot of information about, oh, it's got 40 watts this, 40 watts that, but it's 40 watts into 4 ohms. Let's not forget, into 8, it's 30 apparently. The amplifier weighs 5.8 kilograms and is priced in the UK at £399, €399 in Europe, and $450 in the US. Next up, we're going to stay budget with Audio-Technica. And we have a turntable from Audio-Technica, the AT-LP70XBT. They love their long names, don't they? The LP70, which is what I'm going to call it, is a fully automatic, twin-speed, wireless, belt-driven turntable. Bluetooth includes an aptX adaptive codec, arriving with a built-in phono amplifier. The J-shaped tone arm includes a fitted AT-VM95C cartridge. That's the one with the conical stylus. But of course, with the VM series, the stylus can be easily upgraded to any other styli in the range, which means you can upgrade it to elliptical, micro, linear, or even Shibata. I would go as far as elliptical with this one. I wouldn't go any further than that. The platter itself is a die-cast aluminium model with a felt mat, which I'm happy to see in place of the usual rubber thing. Aimed at raw beginners, the 3-piece anti-resonance chassis includes a removable hinged dust cover. Finished in black silver, white silver, and black bronze. The prices I have for you, well, I have 3, include £219, €245, or $249. More budget kit. This time we have a digital audio player from Shanling. This one is the M1 Plus. So this is a low-cost digital audio player from Shanling. It's the 3rd generation design in the so-called Shanling series. And it includes an ES9069Q DAC from ESS and dual SG-M 8262 amplifiers. The power output is relatively high, 661 millivolts at 32 ohms. In practical terms, therefore, this means the M1 Plus can drive a wide range of headphones, including those that require more power to deliver high-quality sound. Plus, the power output is pretty impressive for a player in this price range. The M1 Plus has a compact, palm-sized design with a claimed battery life of up to 12.5 hours. Only have a pound price for you this time around. It's one of those weird ones, £157, and it's available in black or silver, and it's out now. A more general piece of news now, and Henley Audio, who is a rather large and successful UK distributor, they have announced that they are now distributing EAT. Now, EAT, and you may already know, they produce a whole host of very nice turntables. I've reviewed a few on my website. I know I have, not sure about YouTube, but definitely on my website. And you can check out, do a quick search for EAT. You'll see my thoughts on those. They do electronics as well and other bits and pieces. So with immediate effect, Henley Audio will offer sales technical support if you have any issues, give Henley a ring, service and marketing for all EAT products in the UK and Ireland. The current range is available to view at, and I'll put a link down below, you can check it out yourself. New product announcements will also occur during this year, some of which have already been teased at the high-end show in Munich, such as the new c-dur, 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 c-dur. Anyway, it's a concrete turntable, apparently. There's also the upgraded and reimagined e-glo 2 phono stage. Finally, a news item which is decidedly not budget. This is Dan D'Agostino's Momentum. This is a new preamp from the company, the Momentum C2, and it's been added to the amplifier range from the outfit. It's a dual chassis design. The main enclosure incorporates the audio electronics, while the lower enclosure houses the power supply, isolating the former from the latter. D'Agostino's distinctive analog meter is complemented by a new digital display on the power supply unit, useful if the optional digital streaming module is present. A new remote control device incorporates a digital representation of the amp's signature analog display. Out this month, available in black or silver. The price is, hold on to your sides folks, £59,998. There is an optional digital streaming module, which I did mention, and you will have to add a further £11,398. And that's it folks, that's the end of this particular video. But before we go, I have that rather quirky trivia question to answer for you, so let's do that now. And one more time, Die Totenhosen, the band, have been one of Germany's most popular acts since 1984. What does the name mean in English, both literally and metaphorically? And the answer is, the literal translation of Die Totenhosen is the dead trousers. It's actually a metaphor that's used to describe erectile dysfunction. So if you're ever in Germany and someone approaches you and accuses you of having dead trousers, clip them around the ear roll and send them on their way. Anyway, on that piece of medical enlightenment, I'll end here, I think. It's probably a good time to end any video with that kind of information. So yes, how to kill a conversation at a party. Talk about dead trousers. We'll do it all the time. Anyway, I'll be back this time next week with another hi-fi news, etc. And I hope you can join me then. Until then, folks, bye-bye for now.